What's up guys, my name's Iconic, your host on this Destiny video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Red Death. And it's an exotic pulse rifle that looks absolutely cool. I have to start off this video by just saying this is the coolest looking weapon I have to say in the game. It has this bloody, blood, basically red, all over the front of the gun. It's got spikes on the side of it, a big knife coming out of the front of it. The sight has skull and crossbone and red features on it. This gun, in general, looks like a standard assault rifle, but just completely badassified. Alright guys, let's try to go for 750 likes on this baby, because this is actually one of my favorite looking weapons in the entire game. It used to be extremely bad when the game first came out. There has been a bunch of patches and buffs to this weapon, making it a little bit better, but I'll be explaining all that in the future. Just wanted to mention again, this is a PvE basis. I'm not basing this on PvP, although I hear this weapon is actually a beast in PvP, so I don't have any problems in that sense. You know, I tore apart the last word and it was good in PvP. This weapon apparently is good in PvP, so I can just tell you guys how I feel on the PvE basis. Make sure you guys stay till the end of the video to see if you were featured in today's
comment of the day,
and to see how to enter the
comment of the day.
To start off with, this weapon does general kinetic damage, no special different modifiers. Its upgrades are not sight-based. It's basically choke. So the first weapon is standard. The second one decreases stability, increases its damage. The last one increases its stability and decreases its range. For the most part, you want to make sure this weapon has tons of range because it's not that great close range. So I definitely do the second upgrade for the little bit more damage. The first upgrade makes it so it's easier to handle under fire. So if you're getting fired at, you won't flinch as much, which is probably why it's good with PvP. So if you're getting shot at, your guy won't go like aim towards the sky, which makes it a lot easier to fire. And then there's the standard damage upgrade, and the second ladder includes aiming down sights faster, increasing its damage, and lastly making it so you can actually have like Stalker, you move faster while aiming, as well as switching fast to this weapon. If it's important to switch to this weapon fast, that might be better for you, but for the most part I increase the damage because this weapon is actually more of a mid-range game. You can't really do a lot of long-range stuff because the range is pretty low on this weapon for a pulse rifle, and it's very accurate, so it doesn't bounce around a lot and doesn't fire that fast, so it's not really great at close range. But this gun is actually very good at the medium range, so that's a pretty good upgrade. And lastly, the Red Death upgrade, which gives it its name. Once you get a kill with this weapon, your health immediately starts increasing, which makes it really good for you know, for the presence of Crota. For example, in the end Crota raid, the thing where you can't regenerate your health, this weapon, if you do get a kill, you will regenerate your health. So in the hard mode raid, it's theorized that there's not gonna be a challenge or chalice even. This makes this weapon so much better, so you can actually get your health back just from getting kills. You know, similar thing with the Soros regime actually makes it really good. For the most part, I would use this weapon in a more mid-range encounter. On a PvE basis, it's basically the weapon you want to use for those really good high damage headshots against the acolytes, the thralls, and basically the standard units, the dregs, the vandals, and all those things. It's not for the high damage target. So with this weapon, I recommend pairing a fusion rifle or a shotgun or a sniper rifle with this. Obviously, those are only choices. I prefer the fusion rifle because you get the most damage without getting really close to the target. So if you guys are wondering what kind of weapon this is, it's a more of a mid-game range weapon. So if you're more of a long-range encounter, use a sniper rifle. If you're more of a short-game kind of guy, you really do need that fusion rifle for the extra damage, because this doesn't do a lot of damage like over a long time period. It doesn't do it as fast. It's more of an accurate weapon for the smaller guys. So pairing up a fusion rifle like the Light Abyss I was using in this video is actually very important. It actually makes it a lot better, and overall just makes so much more damage against those yellow health enemies. So you definitely need that fusion rifle as a secondary for yellow health enemies, because this weapon kind of lacks in the damage over time department. It makes up for that in like a nice recoil pattern. It makes it very accurate, and in general makes up for just like sheer badassitude on how cool it looks. Overall, this weapon is way better than it was when the game first came out. Everybody was bagging on the weapon. It was the first weapon sold by the Xur. That's a trivia for you guys. I know the trivia is the Gjallarhorn was actually sold the second week, even though everybody refuses to believe that you can actually sell the Gjallarhorn, even though he still hasn't after that. But yeah, it was the first weapon that the Xur did sell, and I would say right about now it's more of a 6 to 8 out of 10, or not 6. I would say 7 or 8 out of 10. I definitely, if I had to put it into perspective of the aesthetics, really putting it in the game and just kind of being different from the other weapons I'd use, I put it more at the 8 out of 10 for PvE. Again, this is a PvE basis. It might even be better for a PvP. Just look in the comments down below. People are going to be talking about it because, you know, every time I bag something about PvP, people are going to be like, oh, it's better in PvP. I haven't played PvP since October. I checked my Bungie stats. October 24th, which is pretty bad. bad, but I really like the PvE in this game, so I just play what makes me fun. Today's
Comment of the day
goes to Pyro Kong, and his comment says, Hive are brown, the Vex are brown, the Cabal are gray, Fallen are all the colors. This poem would have been a lot easier if I wasn't colorblind. The apostrophe missed right there, by the way, but I really do like this comment. Just it's funny. It's just like, it's brown. Okay, the Hive are brown. They're kind of gray. The Thrall are gray and red. The Vex are brown. That's definitely true. The Cabal are gray. Yeah, kind of, you know, and the Fallen are all colors. They're more blue. Personally, blue and white. Oh, and then okay, you're colorblind. I really like this one, and I definitely haven't seen it around, so I think this one was pretty cool. So shout out to Pyro King. Thank you for the nice comment. If you guys want to be part of the comment of the day, make sure you leave down a funny, motivational, or inspirational comment down in the comments down below, and I'll pick my favorite, put it in a folder. Don't worry if your comment isn't featured on the next day. I put it in a folder, and I eventually do get to it over time. So keep checking back in the videos to see if there is. It does help to like the video. It makes you last a lot longer on the video. That is proven science right there. But anyways, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on different weapons or different reviews that you want me to do, different weapons, obviously I'm going to do the ones on the weapons I have. But over at Twitter, I'll be asking people which review they would like to see first. And I'll give a list of different weapons. So make sure you go say your vote there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name's Crota, and I'll see you guys on the next one.